Hello, welcome to Africa This Week. I'm Abubakar Sadiq Ibrahim. In this episode, precisely on the 26th September 2023, the electoral umpire in Nigeria, the Inec, that is the Independent National Electoral Commission in Nigeria, came to Kogi State to enlighten media executives in Nigeria, especially Kogi State, to speak about the off-season election coming up November 11th this year in Nigeria. That is in Balyelsa, Imo, and Kogi State in north-central Nigeria, where we are at the moment. There are various individuals in the committee to engage voters and journalists, the code and the rule of conduct of the election, the off-cycle election in the country. We are going to do, there are a lot of things that were addressed. We were told as journalists by the teams that came from the national headquarters in Abuja, that was spearheaded by the Resident Electoral Commissioner, that's his REC in Kogi State, Dr. Hale Gabriel Longpet was there, and some of his lieutenants were there. But of course, we have National Commissioner for Inec, Professor Kunnle Ajayi, is also there. So in this episode, because it's such a large engagement and discussions, very robust indeed, we are going to show you his presentation to the media executives on that day, especially the REC, Mr. Hale, or Dr. Hale Gabriel Longpet, and it will be followed by the National Commissioner, Professor Kunnle Ajayi. So let's see what they have to tell us.
11th of November 2023. There are also two other states, as Imo and Balyelsa. Since the 14th of November 2022, the announcement was made, the date was announced in compliance with the Electoral and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria amended, that pursuant to that, any capital responsibility and a lot of other activities to undertake preparatory to the election. That's ranging from monitoring political party primaries, publishing the names of candidates, dates were given for replacements, and also since the 14th of June, ban on campaigns and rallies was lifted. We've since then gone on and did many other activities as bestowed on us by the law. Along the road, the media have been our partners. You have been our key avenues through which our information has been passed to the electorates and the general public, informing them of where we were, what was expected by every other person, the political parties, and also the people that are going to exercise their franchise on 11 November 2023. By virtue of the law, we have only got 2 more mandatory activities. On the 12th of October, we're going to present to the political parties copies of the official register of voters that will be used for the election. And then on the 16th of October, we are going to announce the date of poll so that everybody knows where we are and what we will be doing. However, in the interim, the media which has stood by us have never had cause to doubt our commitment and being partners with this. I remember there are people sitting here who will call me whatever time of the night and say, I have this story and I want you to confirm. Or since we started the delivery and collection of PVCs, I've had people who have called and said, how many PVCs have to collect the software? How are you making sure that people do not face any challenges when doing that? And I've been able to open up where I could to inform you all that this is where we are. I've just come from a workshop that started yesterday that's called the technical workshop on preparation for the election, which is supposed to go on to tomorrow. From here also I'm going to be going to the Balyelsa because I'm sure many of you might have been invited, where we're going to hold the stakeholders and strategic meeting with security agencies and the political parties and the policy. However, like I said, we will remain our major partners and stakeholders in our quest to ensure that we have a free, fair, and transparent election in this state. I really tell you the reputation of Kogi when it comes to election, but we don't want to have that reputation stick with us. We want to have a change, and you will be the people to bring about such change. You will be the one that will follow all political parties, candidates at their rallies, at their campaigns, and be able to report fairly and in a neutral way without regards to whoever is where or which candidate does what. And to emphasize the fact that people need to be campaigning and debating on issues rather than making unfounded statements, inciting statements. I'm sure many of you have been witnesses to some of the unfortunate incidents that are happening in some of our localities. And these are things that we want to stop. And stopping those things depends on how you educate people, how you sensitize people with respect to their roles and responsibilities as citizens, and also the political actors to ensure that they engage in nothing untoward that will mar the process. I want to, while I welcome you all and ensure that we continue with the same good relationship, I would want to say, please support us to ensure that this process goes extremely well, and on the day our citizens can have a pleasant experience when they go out to cast their vote, and the results that will be announced will be a reflection of their wishes. Once again, you are welcome and good morning.
The first of its kind after the governorship election in the state in 2019. This strategic engagement with this caliber of media personnel is very apt coming ahead of the scheduled 11th November governorship election in the state. The Commission has a long-standing partnership with the media in the country, which is being consolidated with an engagement such as this. We sincerely appreciate the support of the media in providing voter education, electoral information, and your involvement in other activities of the Commission. The media remains one of our critical stakeholders, such that we have over 100 members of Inec Press Corps from various media organizations in the country who cover activities of the Commission on a regular basis. Beyond voter and civic education, the Commission frequently consults the media ahead of the formulation of policies and during the implementation of activities so as to keep you abreast of the happenings in the electoral system as well as in the Commission. Aside regular coverage of activities of the Commission, media organizations are also accredited to cover elections and electoral activities during general elections and off-cycle elections, such as we are having in Kogi States in less than 2 months' time. Apart from the general functions of the media, which basically are to educate, inform, and entertain, as well as reporting Commission's activities, we are convinced that as citizens, you should be part of the discussion for the overall improvement of our electoral process based on your field observations. That is why it is fundamental that we continually and continuously interact with the media for effective dissemination of information concerning our processes and procedures, and also our plans for free, fair, credible, and inclusive elections. As we are aware, on the 11th day of November 2023, the Commission will conduct the off-cycle governorship election in Balyelsa, Imo, and Kogi States. And preparations for these elections have been ongoing. The timetable and schedule of activities for the off-cycle governorship election was released on the 25th of October 2022, over 1 year before the opening of polls on Saturday, November 11, 2023. This was done in line with our belief that early and proper preparation will give all stakeholders involved in the election, as well as the Commission, ample time to plan and to have elections that meet the yearnings and aspirations of the people. The implementation of activities on the timetable and schedule towards the governorship election in the state has significantly progressed. You will recall that following the notice of election issued in November last year, political parties conducted primaries for candidate nomination, which was submitted to Inec on 5th of May 2023. We went ahead to publish the particulars of candidates and the final list of nominated candidates on 9th of June 2023. In line with the Electoral Act, political parties have effectively commenced campaigns since June 14, 2023. As of today, we have implemented 8, that is 62% of the 13 activities. We are now entering the period of submission of names of polling agents by political parties, publication of official register of voters by the Commission, and the notice of poll. The last 2 activities are closing of campaign by political parties and the climax, which is the election day proper. Fortunately, we have been preparing for these elections long before the release of the timetable and schedule of activities. This year, 2023, has given us the biggest opportunity to test our preparedness for the elections. It has been a very busy year for the Commission, having successfully concluded another general election earlier in the year. Now, we are preparing for governorship elections in 3 states. This is an indication that there is no election season any longer in Nigeria. It has become the policy of the Commission to embark on post-election review after the conduct of general election with different stakeholders in the electoral process, including the media. This exercise was held in August in Lagos, and I'm sure somebody from Kogi branch of the NUJ participated in that review meeting. The essence of such reviews is to receive inputs and suggestions from you, the practitioners, on what we did well, where to improve on if necessary, so as to enhance the electoral process. I'm glad that all post-2023 general election review engagements at the state level in Abuja and Lagos were successful, and a handful of suggestions as to how we can make elections better were harvested, and implementation of some have already commenced. Part of the recommendations is what we are doing today, having a robust engagement with the media and increasing voter education and sensitization of the electorate ahead of the election. We look forward to implementing some of those suggestions which require administrative action in the forthcoming governorship election in Kogi States. Understanding the electoral process. Basically, we cannot, in truth and in fact, communicate what we do not know or understand. We must read and have basic understanding of the constitutive, constitutional, and legal instrument underpinning the work of the Commission. We must understand the powers and the duties of the Commission as spelled out in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, the Electoral Act 2022, the rules, regulations, guidelines, and manuals of the Commission made in pursuant to the powers conferred on it by the Constitution and various laws. Journalists must be versatile in the area of coverage and can no longer be jack of all trades. A journalist that is ignorant of the basic duties and functions of the Commission and insists that he or she is an expert on the electoral process is a danger to the electoral process and therefore a danger to the nation. Electoral operations activities. All non-sensitive materials have been delivered to the 3 states where we will be having off-cycle election, i.e. Kogi, Imo, and Balyelsa, in required quantities and in good quality. The production of sensitive materials has been completed and ready for delivery to the 3 states. The Inec press portal for the recruitment of adult staff for the November 2023 off-cycle governorship elections was opened on Thursday, 31st August 2023 at 8 a.m. and it will close on Monday, 2nd October 2023 by 12 midnight. The registration area center and collation center assessment is completed. The pre-election planning technical workshop for electoral officers, assistant electoral officers, heads of unit training, and HOD operations is also completed. The engagement with RAC officials on standard operating procedure for RAC management is scheduled to take place tomorrow, the 27th September 2023. Collection of permanent voters' cards. You may be aware that the Commission has made arrangements for people in the state who could not collect their PVCs before the general election to collect them before the 11th November governorship election. The PVCs are available for collection at all our local government area offices in the 3 states. While the Commission has created other designated centers with a large number of uncollected PVCs to ensure a seamless exercise. To effectively mobilize citizens to turn out to collect these PVCs, we are seeking the support of the media to create and promote awareness of the PVC collection exercise in your various media offices in order to boost the number of eligible Nigerians who will come out and vote on election day. Inec staff at the local government area offices are available on weekdays, Monday to Friday, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. for the collection of PVCs for a period of 4 weeks from 11th September to 9th October 2023. Assistive devices for PWDs. As part of his relentless effort at improving and easy access for persons living with disabilities and other marginalized groups to participate in elections, the Commission has provided grey ballots for visually impaired voters, made available magnifying glass for people with albinism, and introduced enlarged posters for voters with hearing impairment. We have gone further to integrate into the voting procedure a process that accords priority voting for PWDs, vulnerable people like the elderly, pregnant, and nursing mothers. Election observation. The Commission has received applications for accreditation of observers interested in observing the forthcoming election. The submission of applications closed on 7th September, and the list of successful observer groups approved for accreditation will soon be published on national newspapers and on the Commission's website. Observer groups who apply should look out for the approved list. Media accreditation. Currently, the Commission has opened its portal for media accreditation to cover the 3 off-cycle elections. We receive suggestions and recommendations on how to make the process better, which is why the Commission opened the portal early enough and for a period of 2 months. For the first time since we migrated from the manual accreditation to the online method, the portal imap.inecnigeria.org will be open for 2 full months as against the 1 month window we have had for previous elections. The portal went live on the 24th of August and we close automatically on the 22nd of October 2023. We implore all credible media organizations wishing to cover the elections to take advantage of the extended window to visit the site and apply. There is ample time to do so and get all your staff properly accredited to cover the elections. We have 2 dedicated lines available for inquiries and assistance in case any media organization is experiencing challenges in the course of applying for accreditation. Our head of voter education and publicity and public affairs officer will provide you with the phone numbers to call if you do require assistance or guidance. And I'm very sure your best friend is there. The press secretary is one of you. Please feel free to call in if you have any challenges on registry on our portal. the commission will work with the NUJ in your state, that is in this state, in Kogi State, in the area of media accreditation and distribution of tags for accredited journalists before the election. We noted the challenges you had, sir, during the last election, and by the grace of God, such a thing will not happen during this very election. The media and Kogi governorship election. In reporting the activities of the commission, pre-election, election, and post-election activities, we plead with the media to be factual, objective, and professional in your reportage. Journalists covering the elections must on no account interfere with the processes and procedures of voting or in any way distract the attention of presiding officers in the performance of their duties. The media must on no account attempt to know or report on the way someone has voted. The secrecy of the ballot is at the heart of the democratic process. The media must also not make any declaration or return of any election as it is the exclusive reserve of the commission. Once again, I welcome you to this program, and on behalf of the commission, I hereby declare this program open and wish you a very successful deliberation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching on Africa this week. We have an engagement with the officials of Independent National Electoral Commission in Nigeria, the election umpire in the country, the Inec. They've came to Kogi States to give us the conduct of the forthcoming election, especially the off-season election in Nigeria that takes place at Imo State, Balyelsa State, and Kogi State in north-central Nigeria. They are here, they have spoken, you listen to them. There are going to be other more engagement, as I told you earlier, as the election unfolds. So we have listened to the REC Dr. Hale Gabriel Longpet that spoke with us, and the National Commissioner from the headquarters in Abuja, Professor Kunnle Ajayi. Thank you for watching Africa this week. Join us next week as more African events unfold. I'm Hale Gabriel Longpet.